In daily life, there are people who live different lives than before due to sudden accident. They are severe burn survivors. Severe burn survivors have over 20% burned area on the body with second degree or above. Currently, there are about 500,000 severe burn survivors in Korea, and not a few of them have experienced serious burns. Severe burn survivors face with two major difficulties after experiencing an accident. First, the financial problems. They are suffering from the $7,000 for a fortnight for the treatment, which is a very heavy cost. This is because treatment of burn scar is classified as beauty care. Therefore, institutional supports are not available. This corresponds to the United Nations designated Sustainable Development Goals, number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions, which must be resolved. Second, the social problem. 90% of severe burn survivors have experienced discrimination due to the scars. This situation lowers their self-esteem and makes them more closed. Even more, it can cause social disorders. The problem of social discrimination is in SDGs 10th, reducing inequality, and must be resolved for a fair life for everyone. Enactus has been worked to improve the discriminatory gaze towards severe burn survivors. Furthermore, our team tries to help them so that they can be classified as severe burn disabled and have better welfare benefits. At the beginning, Enactus wanted to find out what problems the severe burn survivors face in the real field. However, most of severe burn survivors do not want to tell their burnt experience. After months of striving, we finally got the chance of volunteer work at the burn specialized hospital. We were finally able to meet children with severe burns. We have tried for several months to communicate with children who have closed tendencies. Since then, we have learned that long-term hospitalization and the problem of different periods of discharge can cause serious damage for children. They are hard to form social relationships when they are in an important period for developing sociability. It is an important issue to provide an environment to children to build good relationships with other people after a long-term hospitalization.
Therefore, we decided to provide the children with the opportunity that they can build a continuous social relationship. We plan a two-step program to improve children's ability to form social relationship. The first step is a friend program. It is a program that had been organized for building a rapport between Harmony and severe burn children. Meeting in a small group of 2 or 3 for 8 weeks every week, we listened to their stories and children started to open their hearts slowly. The second step is a community program. To expand social relationship of children, we made a group program named Community Program and gathered participants. Friend program was composed of art and play activities. Children painted and interacted with others in the program. In addition, the conversation which happened during the painting time could make children's better expression of feeling and thought. The program finished with the exhibition of artworks that children created in the art and play program. As a result, children could form better social relationships than before and showed positive changes little by little.
얼마 전까지도 화상이라는 꼬리표가 붙는 것이 싫었고 밖을 나가면 시선이 신경 쓰였지만 이제는 화상조차도 나의 일부라고 생각하고 있어요. 사람들은 자신에게서 보지 못했던 모습을 보면 눈길이 가기 마련이라고 생각을 해요. 화상에 대해 미처 배우지 못하고 알지 못하는 사람들이 관심을 가지고 쳐다보는 것이라고 생각하기 때문에 모두가 화상에 대한 관심을 가지고 화상에 대해 모르는 사람이 없도록 다 같이 노력해야 한다고 생각해요.
The children who knew that themselves a complete being, accepting burns as part of themselves, wanted to deliver the message to people who don't know much about the burn. This is a child who chose art as a career, and she wants to communicate with society through the way of her painting.
Harmony launched fashion with story goods brand Orot as a business model reflecting the needs of burn experienced child. Orot means something intact in itself in Korean. Our team wants to communicate with the world by telling the story of severe burn survivals, focusing on the social message. We are all Orot. The severe burn survival child participates as a designer of the Orot and put her paintings and stories into the product. The messages which are simply told are light like feathers. Harmony team tried to think about how to deliver the message more directly and find ways to remain it. For example, we looked ways to be easily accessible and exposed to various places in our everyday lives. So we've chosen the field of fashion and goods, which is closely related to ideals. Orot's fashion goods are touchable messages. The people who didn't experience burn are able to understand difficulties and stories of severe burn survivals directly by purchasing goods. While using the products, their messages will be constantly recalled, and even those who are not using them will recognize them little by little.
화상이 부끄러운 점이라고 생각하시는 분들도 있으실 거예요. 하지만 저는 화상 상처와 흉터는 각자 다르게 생겼고 부위도 다르고 크기도 다르듯이 각자 생김새의 일부일 뿐이라고 생각해요. 사람들은 서로 다른 곳이 많지만 화상 경험자와 비화상 경험자 모두 오롯함으로 연결되어 있다고 생각해요. 저는 그 모습을 다양한 색의 색종이 고리로 그려보았습니다.
The world comes closer which severe burn survivors and non-burn experienced people are harmonized. The bag containing the wishes of severe burn child. The world is already listening to Orot's first story. Harmony received a total of 69,650,000 won in fundraising and will achieve this wish soon. Harmony proceeded the 20 weeks of social relationship development program with 3 severe burn children. 3 children have developed social relationship with 13 non-burned experienced people through the program. After the program, we could observe that children receive positive influence in development of socialization. Harmony never stops. Our team will be a communication channel which conveys the story of severe burn survivals. By telling the story, we will continue to raise and publicize the issue of naming people with burn disabilities, so that severe burn survivals can be recognized as people with burn disabilities and receive various institutional benefits. Maybe the power of one single candle is weak, but when plenty of candles come together, at last we are greatly encouraged. At this moment, we need more light. We hope that people who have listened to this story would be our candlelight.
We are Win, Enactus.